going on, everybody? Happy Friday, everybody. Yeah, it is official. We are now homeowners. I mean,
Not,
we
well,
we
not
haven't
yet.
we haven't signed the papers yet to, to actual take possession of the house,
We
but
have
that'll
a
happen
contract.
soon enough.
Yeah.
You what?
Huh?
It's hard to hear you because he is screaming at the top of his
Yeah, we
lungs.
haven't signed anything yet, but we do have a contract.
Yeah, the whole. I just think it's thanks, Bill. Yeah, and thanks to everybody that congratulations on the house. We
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank
I
you.
mean, it was kind of like
Right, Richard? We appreciate the offer.
I know, right, Richard? That's some heavy stuff right there.
Hmm.
It's so weird because we looked at house after house after house, and it was either always under contract or something was really wrong with the house. And this is the first one that we found that didn't get bought out from up under us. That we were actually able to get. So we were like, I don't even know if we should waste time on this one because it'll get bought too, and then we'll still be without a house. Hey, Linda. Hey, Eric. Talion, Breeze,
Yeah,
Harry,
it was
Timekeeper, Arnie, Richard.
2 hours from the time our agent sent the contract over to the listing agent that we got it back ratified.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's got small issues like the laminate flooring. You can tell has been beat up a little bit, like right in front of the sink. But I'm gonna have a rug there anyway. So
Hello, Carl. Yeah, well, I mean, the floor, it's weird because the floors from the pictures on the line look like the floor is brand new, but it is not by any means. It's not bad. I mean, it's really not
it's also
bad.
not when you walk in you go ew. It's like if you just got to be like really staring at the floor
Yeah,
to
which
see
is
it.
not going to happen once you put furniture and all that in there. You barely even be even looking. It is in a
Yes, it is.
slight flood zone, DeMillan. It's not like it's a bad flood zone. It's because we're near the river. The
Well,
main.
here's
What?
the thing about that flood zone, right?
Yeah.
Is the flooding doesn't necessarily come from a body of water. The flooding comes because that area of Hampton is pretty much at sea level. So if it rains significantly, there's really nowhere for the water to go. So it's like temporary. You get flooded streets. Might have
Yeah.
to call in to the job and say, "So I'm not coming into work today."
Harry, I asked Munchkin the same thing. When's the last time it flooded? I do not know that. The
I
answer
would
to that.
my guess would be the last big hurricane that we have.
Bill, almost. As far as the taking off from the yard thing, all right, let's get one thing straight. Number one, it is at sea level. I mean, exactly at sea level. So it's probably one of the best altitude takeoffs you could have for a paramotor. But then again, it's literally 2 miles from Langley Air Force Base. So that is a Class D airspace, but well, Dom Long, if you know how to Google it, go for it.
Hi, Southpaw.
The Class D airspace goes from ground to 2,500 feet. So I would have to call to get permission to fly over there, or literally anywhere
Well,
towards
Joe
the
never
shore.
asked permission. He just called and said, "Hey, there's 3 of us going to be on our paramotors
Well, I
for
mean,
the next hour," and they're like, "Okay."
yeah. Well, I mean, that's still getting permission. If they say no, then you go, well, I guess I can't fly.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's because usually there's jets flying around.
you fly with B-52s all the time? Yeah.
Hello,
Well, hello,
Jade.
Jade. Yeah, house finders, Jade. I mean, I'm glad that we were able to find something that we both could agree that was going to suit our needs. That was pretty much it. Finding something that not only was livable but also had the space where I could put all my crap, because I got a lot of crap, and we have it all stuffed into this little house now, and it's like we need to move all this. Yeah, I mean, it being close to Air Force Base is not that big a deal. There's literally a field right pretty much in my backyard, but then again, I do have to ask for permission. I would have to cross that little gully and then there's a field right there that I could take off from. So it's ideal and not at the same time, just because you got to ask permission. Other than that, it's fine.
The only place around here that he would be able to take off from the yard are places that we can't get. So either they're way out of our price range or they're in our price range, but they pretty much look like they've been abandoned, which
Yeah.
we would never get. It would never
Well,
qualify for a loan.
we went and looked at that house that was basically at an airport, but it was so far in the sticks, y'all. I mean, my phone didn't even have a signal. It said SOS on it. And there's no good internet. The best internet you can get there is DSL or use a satellite dish. And what is it? Skylink is not available on the East Coast yet.
Slightly over 1,000 square feet width.
It's supposed to come this year.
That doesn't include the basement, which is, now that I go back and look at the video, the basement is the exact same size as the house. So yeah. Living area is just over 1,000 square feet.
Yeah. There you go. Starlink. I don't know what I called it, but thanks, Wally. That's it. Starlink. It's supposed to be available on the East Coast this year. They just launched a crap load of satellites, so I guess they have to test it, and then it'll be available on the East Coast. And Starlink's like, well, you pay $500 for the equipment, then it's $99 a month, and you get about half a gig down and 40 megs up, which is fine for most anybody. You could cast with that, no problems. But the one we got actually has Verizon, which is what we have now, which is a gig down and a gig up. So that's more than enough speed. And there's lots of little bonus perks. These Friday night podcasts. There's a lot of little bonus perks that we noticed while we were over there. Number one, that house is probably 1 mile away from the Amazon distribution center. And I order a lot of stuff from Amazon. So that'll be cool. The grocery store is right there. The liquor store is right there. All the restaurants you could possibly want is right there. This house is basically at a cul-de-sac. So there's like no traffic. And when we originally looked it up, the pictures don't show a driveway. But when we got there, somebody had made a driveway into the yard, and that's what we're going to use. So there's gravel they put down so that you can pull up in the yard. It's basically a driveway, but it's not just like the other one. The other house was septic and well water. This is all city water and city sewage. Yeah. So there's a lot better things. I mean, I don't mind having to drive somewhere to go fly. That was already a given when we were here. So being there and still having to drive is not that bad. I'll still be able to go to the Eastern Shore really easy when they do that fly in. Any place to build a garage. I don't see a way I could add a garage onto it, DeMillan. I could add a bigger storage shed in the back. I mean, it has one now, but as you can see, it looks like a Fisher Price storage shed. It's plastic, so but that basement that's under the house has got plenty of room to store like my toolboxes, my paramotor, everything can go in there. Now, if it floods, the paramotor will be coming in the house. It's not going to stay down there for sure. Right. I'll try to make sure that anything that's electronic or anything that I don't put in the garage or in a place where it could get wet. It does have some shelving in that garage. It's got that cabinet and stuff like that. I guess it just depends on how bad the water gets. I really don't know how bad it's ever flooded there, so that may just be a precaution that they did that and moved the house, or they raised the house.
I'm wondering. Okay, so when the last big hurricane came through here, knocked out power, they had to evacuate that. Well, they didn't have to, but my sister chose to evacuate. The water, because my sister lives across the street about 2 blocks north, okay? The water never got into their house, but they couldn't get to the house because all the streets were flooded. So she thinks that maybe FEMA was giving people grants in those areas to raise their houses.
I do have a pump,
yeah,
Scott.
the flood insurance transfers, and it's only $500 a year. So, and that's most likely because it's 10 feet in the air, Um, yeah. So I was trying to look at the flood maps, and I can't really. Yeah, I don't think those are water stains, dire thing. I think that's just mildew, and that the house needs to be power washed.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna find out really quick because there's some rainstorms coming. I don't know. Besides driving over there after it rains really hard to see what it looks like, but it is what it is at this point. We'll be insured. Yeah, and we're definitely getting a house inspection done, DeMillan. So that's
Sunday. Yeah.
That's happening. Yeah, Sunday. Oh, by the way, for those of y'all that did not get the email, Vapor DNA will be raising the price of their shipping by $2 starting Monday. So if you order anything now from Vapor DNA, you're okay. But starting Monday, it says the shipping company has raised their price, so they had to raise theirs. I don't know. I haven't heard of any
As
raise
of right
in
now, it's
UPS
scheduled for March 1st.
Yep, March 1st is the closing date of the house. So that's not that far away.
But my plan is we close on March 1st. I'll pay rent for March because the lease isn't up until the end of March. So that'll give us a month for all of us to move out and clean up.
I've seen French drains, Scott. Yeah, those are neat. Just basically bags full of rocks.
See, I don't think when we walked through the backyard, it didn't feel like dry, like drought dry, but it also wasn't marshy. My feet weren't sinking into it. Harry, if I switch to the Newport News office, it's 15 minutes away. If I continue to go to Williamsburg, it's 35 minutes away.
Where will the children go? Ooh, we're sending them all to a boarding house, and
no, they're gonna get an apartment or look for a house for rent.
Yeah, they got two options already pretty much set. They're either going to get an apartment or they're going to move in with Patrick's mom. So one of the two. So it's not like they're going to be left out in the cold. They got a place to go in the shed.
I'm sure they're ready to be done with us as well. I am gonna miss Junior busting in here like the Kool-Aid man to say goodnight.
Yeah, he busts in there to eat food and yeah.
Yeah, we need strong people. Okay, so my plan is, right, since we do have a month's move, right, is to get as much stuff over there as we can. Like the clothes and shit. We don't even need to take those off the hangers. Just take them.
Wait. What do you mean take stuff over there? I don't think we're allowed to go in that house until
in March. We have a month.
Okay.
It's close enough. We can literally just take the clothes off the rod, put them in the back of the car, take them to the new house, and hang them right back up.
Yeah.
So get everything moved as much as we can, and then hire movers to move toolboxes and Scuba's desk, because that thing's heavy as a motherfucker, and there is no way we're going to be able to get it up those steps by ourselves.
Yeah, it
ain't happening.
It took 3 of us to get it in the house here, or even off of the U-Haul.
Yes, dire thing. There are
heavy.
Multiple vents on the top and the bottom of the basement on all walls.
She's like, why don't you get a regular desk that doesn't weigh 8 tons, which, I mean, it is very heavy. But hopefully, how much do I have to go through in the garage? DeMillan, you don't even want to know. There's a lot. I have a lot of stuff that I've collected in my 50-something years.
A lot of it's going in the dump. We don't need bins full of old.
I threw away a lot of it, but I kept a lot when I came here. So some of that stuff that I've kept, I mean, I have original Xboxes out there in the box that are
Wally,
going to have to get trashed.
technically it's not a basement, all right? So what it is the house used to sit on the ground, okay? They lifted that bitch about 15 feet up in the air, and it's on a cinder block crawl space. It just happens to be big enough to where Scuba can stand straight up underneath it. They put concrete down on the floor, and there's a door. And like when you go in there and you look up, you can see all the plumbing. You can see where they've run the cable wires. You got a problem with your subfloor, just move the insulation. It's right there. You can fix it. Everything is visible.
Yeah, and
But it's
they put
way up
power
there.
plugs down there, which I really like. There's power plugs in the ceiling, like all by the joist. They actually put outlets up there, so that's cool.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean they have them on stilts here too, Wally. But I think this is definitely more durable. We don't have
Linda,
to
when I
worry
left
about
from
cinder
Georgia,
blocks.
I don't know if it was that time or the time before, but I used 3 40-yard, which is like the biggest dumpster you can
We
get.
only used one dumpster when you
Okay,
came.
we used one there, but the house before that, I filled up 3 40-yard dumpsters of stuff. I mean, if people would have went through there, they could have got some cool stuff. And one of them was an arcade machine. It was a giant arcade machine with 2 motorcycles on it that you had to lean and turn. But it was so old, I'm like, nobody's gonna play this. Trash.
Why'd you eat? Okay, yeah.
But
So but I mean, there's lots of baby toys and stuff in there too that need to go. And Scuba doesn't know how to get anything out of the garage without making an absolute mess. And he will fling things around and move things out of the way and then not put anything back. The garage does not self-sort the way his desk or the piles behind it do. So
hey,
they are not self-sorting piles.
Yeah, I know that it's going to be hard to go through and figure
It's not
out.
going to be hard at all. I'll do it.
It's going to be hard unless I move Munchkin out of the way, because she's going to want to throw away everything. Which,
Not
I mean,
everything.
I'm willing to let a lot of it go. I have more tools not in my toolbox than that are in the toolbox that need to go back in the toolbox. So I got to find all that. I have tools behind this desk that should be out there.
Last time I cleaned behind your desk, I put all the tools in one location.
I have them kind of in one location now, but that's not all of them. So, hello, Dolores. Yeah. So the whole 411 thing, yeah, that's because the address is 411. Information, what do you know? Have you got a room you can use as a studio? Yes, Cloud Chucker. It's kind of weird because you have the master bedroom, then you have 2 other bedrooms, and it's like the master is the big bedroom, and then one of the bedrooms is medium size, and then the third one's kind of small size.
Yeah,
that's for Munchkin, the small size.
But what I like is that the master bedroom is at the back of the house, and the other bedrooms are at the front of the house. Yeah. And it's got 2 full baths. So he can have his own bathroom to get whisker hair everywhere.
I may have to take that bathroom in the living room area because it has the longer toilet. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, that's already a given. You're not, yeah.
I do not like here, the toilets are those little bitty round toilets. I'm too big for that thing. I don't, if I have to sit on the toilet, I don't want to have to try and stuff my stuff, in that hole. That doesn't work very good. Should you come out and build an island for the kitchen? Creed, we've been looking at different types of things because we do plan on making a separation style wall between the kitchen and the living room. And they sell cabinets that are pretty long, but it's not going to take up the whole space. I know, right, Bill? That is TMI.
I found a buffet sideboard table that is 5 feet long. So I think that it is Dire Thing is very weirdly open. But even I've seen on HGTV, go figure, where they take like old doors and they hang them from the ceiling. So it's got windows at the top to let light through, and they just hang, and it's like a fake wall.
I
So it
mean,
still lets the light through. You still get the whole open concept feel, but you
I think
can't,
there's
you know.
what 2 windows we need to get screens for,
Yeah,
and
that's it. Just
95% of the windows need either curtains or blinds because there's none anywhere. So we got to get those fixed. The windows themselves are nice and new, so don't have to worry about that.
yeah, we've got curtains though, so your
The
curtains
backyard's
are
almost, I think the backyard's almost big enough where I could actually kite my wing in the backyard, which is pretty cool.
I don't think.
Or cross into that field and kite from over there, or
Well,
that school.
there's a school right next
Yeah,
to it.
that school is not even a mile away, and it's got an absolutely huge field. I may not can fly without permission, but I can go over there and kite,
But
which I really enjoy doing.
that's
So.
another thing is since the house is elevated, nobody can peek in our windows because unless you can levitate, you ain't
Yeah, we
looking
can
in any
see.
of them.
It's weird. We can see in other people's houses, but they can't see in ours.
Yeah.
I noticed when I was standing on the front porch, I was looking down in somebody's house at their giant TV in the living room. It's freaking huge. They had a big TV. Yeah, that stuff's hot, isn't it?
So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Because we sent the last contract that we sent, we had to wait 24 hours to even get an answer.
Nice.
So, and the listing agent told us that
Thank you, Linda.
that there was plenty of traffic and that nobody had put an offer in yet, but that she was expecting one to come through. So I was very surprised that we literally got a ratified contract back within 2 hours.
Yeah, I was
fast.
worried about that. I thought
They're coming with us, Dolores.
yeah, we're gonna have all the animals. Oh my goodness. The French doors, yeah, that open up right there.
And the washer and dryer is in a closet, so when it's shut or running, you just close the door. You can't.
Yeah,
You won't
and
see
it has a heat pump, so that saves a lot of money on heating bills or heating
And we can
costs.
get high speed internet there.
Yeah. It's got lots of perks. Yeah, it's not the biggest house in the world, but then again, we have 7 of us here in this small house.
No, she's taking her spiders and
2 of us in that one is not going to be bad. It's going to be a lot quieter. Everything.
Yeah. I can't wait to go buy new dish towels.
Yeah, every time she gets dish towels, they
I gotta tell you guys about the soap, right?
Oh yeah.
So
I don't think that what you saw on the stove is what you think it is, but okay.
No, it was.
If you say so.
I used to have them, so yeah, it was. Again, I don't care. I got 3 fucking cats. I don't. So we went in it, and the house smelled fine, right? So I'm opening the kitchen cabinets, and I see a bar of soap in the drawer. And I didn't think anything of it because it's in the kitchen, so maybe they ran out of dish soap when they were cleaning up and just figured to just put a bar of dial in there or whatever, or
Irish Spring. Yep.
So then Sabrina, our agent, was like, there's more soap over here. And as I'm going through the cabinets, I open one, and there's like 7 unopened boxes of soap. So then we started looking for the soap, right? Like it's a scavenger hunt. So every cabinet, every drawer, bars of soap. I opened the little cabinet where the Lazy Susan is, 2 bars of soap. So then when I pulled out the drawer underneath the oven, I saw mouse poop. Not a whole lot. It was maybe like a turd or 2. So I pulled the oven drawer all the way out. There was no nesting material or anything like that. There's no smell. But I mean, there's soap everywhere. It's in the closets, bars of soap. We were standing in the master bedroom, and he starts laughing and is like, look behind the door. So behind the door on the floor in the closet was a bar of soap. So on my way to work this morning, I messaged my agent, was like, you need to put it in the contract that the soap stays. I want all that soap. So she was like, really? I'm like, yeah. So when I got the contract, there's a sentence in the contract that says seller shall leave sellers shall leave soap in place throughout the home. So yeah, we're getting like 2 months worth of Irish Spring. No, it's more than that. There had to at least have been 20 bars of soap open.
This is the thing, right?
Mice. It gets rid of the mice. Don't
If
like it.
if mice were in that house, then how come when I went in the basement, I didn't see not one? You would think they would be in there.
They could have just been paranoid because they saw one or saw evidence of one at one point in time and didn't want someone to come look at the house and open a cabinet and have a mouse come jumping up at them. Again, I don't care. I used to have pet mice. If they're in there, I'll catch them. We'll have a new pet. P.S. It doesn't work. Ask you how you know. I mean, I figured I got 3 cats. If there's mice, there won't be for very long.
Yeah. And a dog that don't know
Yeah.
how to use a bathroom in the right spot.
But hey, guess what? Now we have a shitload of Irish Spring.
A lot of Irish
'Cause
Spring.
I really, and my coworker who set the contract up, right? I didn't say anything to her about it. So I get a message that says seller shall leave soap in place with a bunch of question marks. And I was like, yeah, let me get a drink and I'll call you and tell you about. I don't know. It's only been on the market for 11 days, so I don't know. I don't know.
No, I didn't see anything below the main floor. The main floor, when you go down in the basement area, there's insulation all in the ceiling down there.
Yeah.
And it all looks brand new. It looks like they lifted that house recently because everything down there looks new. You hate the smell of Irish Spring. I don't know if
I like it.
I don't really know that it smelled like Irish Spring. It just smelled clean in the house. I mean, that's the only way I know how to explain
Yeah,
it.
some houses have a funky kind of musty odor. This one didn't have that. It smelled clean. Yeah, but in 2021, those people bought the property from his father. So
Yeah.
I think it was dad who's the one that had the house raised
Yeah, and
because
sold
he
it really
bought it.
cheap then.
Yeah, he bought it out of foreclosure in 2013. So I think it was sometime between 2013.
Your cats will watch the mouse go by.
Either that or the people that got foreclosed on spent the money to raise the house and couldn't make the payments and got foreclosed on. So.
I would wonder what these cats would do. They chomp at the bit because of the squirrel that we have that comes out on the deck here. Or if they see a bird, they make that weird cat noise.
I don't know if they would eat them, but they would definitely play with them and scare the hell out of the poor mouse.
Yeah.
It was 118,000 in 2021, Creed.
Yep, 118,000 is what it sold for. So it's went up $100,000 in a couple years.
Yeah, but it sold right before the prices went haywire, and they bought it from his father, who I'm sure did not sell it to them at market value. So yeah, the prior owner was Danny Tanner from Full House. Yeah, not the same one, obviously, but.
Oh my goodness.
So the home inspection's Sunday. I ordered the title search today. And it just so happens that my BFF's office did the last closing. So she sent me the owner's policy. So I only need to get a current owner done. Tokay geckos, yeah, would definitely catch some mice. They bark too. Did you know they bark? They go, ow, 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 and they're mean. They're not nice lizards.
Geckos catch mice? How they're not fast enough to catch a mouse.
Those geckos are about yay big, and yes, they are. And they have very sharp teeth. They're not friendly.
I wouldn't think that they could catch mice, but
yeah, they can catch mice.
Maybe
and they're very fast because when I worked at Wilcox, I tried to make it my life's mission to catch the 2 loose ones that were loose in the building. I never could. They were too damn fast.
I think the hardest part about this moving thing is going to be figuring out where to put all our stuff, because we have so much random stuff that is in position now, but figuring out where it's going to go over there is going to be a pain in the ass.
Wherever we want it to go.
not wherever we want it to go. It's not like we got 3,000 square feet we're dealing with here. So it's
Yeah,
not,
but we're gonna try to, like, that kitchen table is not going to fit anywhere in the house. It might if we take that center leaf out and get it small, but I cover
yeah,
it, put
there's
that
no
shit down in
real
the basement.
dining room area. I know they're not counting that area with the French doors as a dining room because
No,
that's not. Hmm.
it's short, but I don't. It's
Not that
not.
it would bother me. I'll just take a bigger living room and eat in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, DeMillan, it's not a full size door, but it's close. I'd say the door's maybe 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
Um,
I walked through it with no problem. I mean,
so and you saw I had a trouble getting. I had the door unlocked, but it didn't want to open. I had to kick the door to make it open. It was sealed pretty tight, and it's a metal door. So
well,
I,
Dolores, I don't know what that is, but they do have on Amazon. They've got like the high top square pub tables. So we could probably fit them. And then I found at Costco, they've got, the sofa tables that you put behind your table or behind your couch that you put like, lamps and shit on. They have those, but they're actually made as like a breakfast table. So they have little bar stools that go with them. So if we get that buffet that I was looking at, it's only $150 and it's 5 feet long. That might be just enough to separate that area and then leave us room to put like a little tiny table. Like a high pub
if
top
things
table or
go
something like that.
right, I shouldn't even miss a show. If we go ahead and call and make sure the internet gets transferred
Yeah,
before,
it might
like
be
on.
from like, your laptop and an empty living room, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about getting all that in there.
Agreed,
But
we wouldn't be able to do that until
what's
the
the 411?
till the interest rates drop and we can refinance, because this with the interest rates what they are, that's going to put our payment at the top of our budget, so we ain't going to have extra money for
CDC. The
building
411
islands.
is the house we bought today. Well, signed a contract on and got accepted on today. The address is 411. That's
Yeah.
why I said we got the
Verizon
411.
Fios high speed internet, same as what we have here.
Yeah,
It'll still be too loud.
it will be. It may even be louder, Mick, because I'm going to be in a smaller room and it's going to echo like crazy. I may have to put up sound stuff on the walls. I don't know yet. But the room's big enough to where I may be able to fit my whole desk in there, which would be nice. I'd like to be able to use the other half of my desk because right now all this behind me is not the other half of my desk. It used to be, and I also didn't. Well, I had that this guy here at the old house was in the corner of the room, and then I had the desk. You could still see it past the corner of the desk. So
3 bedrooms, 2 full baths.
yep, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, and a crawl space basement. It's you can walk in it. It's a walk-in basement. The house was raised about.
It's an elevated
8 feet.
basement. It's not. It was raised more than 8 feet. The bottom of the house is taller.
Dolores done found one. My farts will resonate.
That is cute.
Oh, what did she find? Now I gotta look at it.
Drop leaf table. I like that.
Good Lord, why is it going so slow? Oh, look at that. That's big enough we could eat at. It wouldn't take up a lot of space. That's possible.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, the house we went and looked at that was out in the sticks, there was no cell phone signal. I mean, the closest gas station was 10 minutes away.
No, it wasn't 10 minutes away. It was 10 miles away.
Okay, 10 miles away.
Yes, we got a ratified contract.
So
yeah, see that one might be too big.
I didn't want to go somewhere where we were going to
I
have
like the
really
first
crappy
one.
internet, because that would have just killed the show. I'd have been like, I can't cast. I have no internet worth a damn. So this was kind of a hey,
Works for
let's
me.
get this one. Even though I may not come fly out of the backyard, it's still a house, and we'll be just
Wait,
us two.
if that was the criteria that you'd be able to fly out of the backyard, then we just hang it the fuck up, because that's not going to happen around here. Hampton, sure sharp. Tax rate's like 2 cents cheaper than Newport News.
Yeah, 2 cents cheaper.
And I was looking up day beds because my office is also going to be the spare bedroom, so the kids have somewhere to sleep when they come over. They've got wooden day beds with the trundles that pull out and pop up to make it a big bed. For like $200. We don't need to. It's got Verizon FiOS, high-speed internet.
Yeah, we'll get
It's
1
gonna be
gig
the
down,
same as
1
here.
gig up. We're good to go on internet, Oz. And the other good thing about that is I got these guys, which I only had to use one with this router, but I got these guys, which basically takes your coax cable and turns it into a LAN, and then you got more wired internet wherever there's a cable connector in the house, and from that basement you can reach every cable wire that goes to every single bedroom and
Still
the
is
living room.
short. And that's the problem we were finding. Like, you could find a house that was, 1,500 square feet, and it's got brand new laminate floors, and the bathrooms were redone, and it's got all new shiny stainless steel appliances and fancy recessed lighting, and it's on 16th Street. It's like, yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
They're trying to revitalize that area, but they're going to have to do it without me.
Yeah, Shore Sharp.
Not
There
gonna
was a
happen.
lot of houses downtown Newport News, but we weren't going there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You thought that was a vape at first? What was a vape?
None, CDC.
I don't know what I picked up.
None. Now, if I had my choice, if I was going to update things, I would get a new oven, just because the glass on that one is like gross, but it probably could be cleaned.
What's up, Al?
And I would get new laminate floors.
I'm gonna try to clean that stovetop with steam and see how that works out. Usually that gets most of that stuff off. We'll just have to see. I don't know how hard they tried to clean it, but it looks
Yes,
like it's
Al.
just dirty, honestly.
Well, a lot of people are afraid to clean them because they don't want to scratch them.
Well, you're not gonna scratch it with steam.
No.
I may need a better steam machine. That one that I got's not really.
Well, I have one
made
in the
for that.
cart at Amazon. That was
Yeah, I saw
recommended.
that one, and it's got good
Well,
and bad reviews.
There's
so.
a lady that does the cleaning videos on TikTok, and she's a professional cleaner, and she has a page with all the links of the stuff that she uses. Yeah, it's a glass top.
Yeah, it's one of them glass top stoves.
Yeah.
Dolores.
And the microwave is fancy and new. Now, if I ever have to clean it, I'm going to have to get a stool, because I can see in it, but I can't see the bottom of the microwave because I am too short. And the sink looks like it's ceramic, but it's plastic.
Yeah, I think
Which doesn't bother me at all, because I have dropped many of things in that sink and broke it downstairs because it's not plastic.
Yeah, I think that sink's ceramic. I mean,
No,
plastic.
It's not. It's plastic.
Oh. Katie's wobbling in here.
Well, Anna's got a water softener too, but I don't know if that's coming with the house, because I'm not quite sure if they remember that they're still paying for that. So I wouldn't expect them to pay for it and then leave it behind. I mean, I don't know. Have you been drinking, young lady?
Yes.
Yes.
I know if they keep letting that PlayStation noise get me in the background, I'm gonna have a nervous breakdown.
I can't hear anything.
I know you can't hear, but I
shiny.
hear.
My new shiny.
Yeah.
Scuba got me a shiny for my birthday.
Well, I let her try. Her mod messed up, and I let her try this one, and she liked it. So that was a no-brainer for a birthday present. So there you go.
What's with the maybe? Did y'all see my mom's response? It's okay. The hell, Mom? What do you mean it's okay? Well, why is it up so high? I'll give you one guess.
John Q. No. Got 2 more years till that. Lord.
2 more years.
Yeah, so I was showing
Damn.
Lily pictures, Katie.
I thought she was
And-
older than that.
Yeah, I was showing her pictures, and she's like, "So we're gonna stay here?" And I was like, "No, y'all are going somewhere too." And she's like, "Well, have fun moving." I'm like, damn, all right.
It's fucked up.
Yeah. You always guess low for safety.
Well,
Oh,
guess
okay.
a little bit lower.
Right.
I don't look forward to trying to pack anything up, let alone all this crap.
We are still looking for a place, but we have a backup option at my mother-in-law's house.
What made you think he was talking about y'all?
I mean, who the fuck else is the locusts?
Where are the locusts gonna
Okay.
live?
We do not refer to you as the locusts, FYI. Just so you know.
You just got
Even
all your
though
mods unpacked? Nice, Al.
when y'all come in here, well, I wouldn't say y'all. The girls don't really do it. You and Junior come in here like, what's that you got over there?
I mean, I know
Yeah.
Steve's gonna miss my random meals I give him, so.
Yes, he's gonna miss being your test subject.
You don't have
Katie,
room for them.
Do you know what I'm so excited about? You know what the first purchases I'm gonna get? Dish towels. Buy a pack of dish towels. I'm so excited about that. And if I catch you using them to clean up anything other than wiping your hands or drying off a dish, I'm gonna choke you with it.
We used to have dish towels for every day of the week.
We still do. They're hiding.
Oh, okay,
They
good.
have collapsible totes. Free.
Yeah, they had those on sale at Costco. I almost bought some. They were only like $6 a piece.
Yeah.
Those are good. Those collapsible totes. I got a few of them, but I want more.
He didn't say collapsible, but yeah, they do have them. Well, John Q, if the actual house itself floods, then there's going to be a whole lot of people in some really bad shit because the actual house is like 10 feet off the ground. And
Yeah.
technically we could put sandbags in front of the door to the basement and in front of those vents and try to keep water from coming, because even the vents are a good 8-9 inches from the ground. So yeah, I don't think we've got to worry about the house flooding. Now, my sister did mention the cars because the streets flood. So I was looking at, the ramps that you just pull up and park on if you want to change your oil and stuff like that. They have those, and I think that would be a good investment just to grab a couple. That way, if there's heavy rains coming, just put them in the driveway and I can just park up in the air.
It's
No,
hard. You
it is
can't
not.
get all 4 tires up on there. You can get 2. How are you
No,
going to
they
put... You can't put the back under there while it's on the front, or vice versa. Because it's a ramp. So when you go up with the front ones, you can't... It won't slide under the car unless you jacked it up and slid the ramp under it. That would work.
Now you're just killing my idea. Okay, then we can put a border along the gravel driveway and just put more gravel up there and elevate our driveway.
Well,
How's that?
it's like they were talking about French drains earlier, which is just a big bag with rocks in it. You can put that around the driveway, but I really want to look up and see when's the last time it flooded and how deep was the water. That's what I want to know. If the water doesn't get more than 6 inches, it's not going to do anything. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't see that. French drains run away.
Yeah, so like my sister's like, there may be days where when you wake up and the street's flooded, you can't get out of your neighborhood, so you have to stay home. And I'm like, I think you underestimate
She
my desire to go out in public.
she's having issues.
There's boxes.
What is
Well,
she doing?
I am
Digging
setting
through-
up shop on his desk.
Oh, okay.
French drains have to drain somewhere, and there's nowhere to go at that location.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, I mean, behind the house, if you watch that video, you'll see that fence at the back. There's a giant drainage ditch that's dug out behind that fence that will catch a lot of water.
Yeah. Well, I mean, believe it or not, the neighbor across the street to the right, their house is not raised.
Oh, I hit yours.
There are several houses
Yeah,
on
that
that
tastes
street
weird, doesn't it?
that are not raised. Yeah, I could, Don Long.
It's like hitting.
It's like free
NyQuil.
base at a cough drop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just said it's like hitting NyQuil. Yeah.
This does not taste like
I accidentally
NyQuil.
grabbed. Well, it's like.
It's mixed berry ice.
Robitussin.
Why got? I thought you didn't like ice.
I didn't, but well, that flavor's good in ice. Most
It
flavors I
tastes
don't like.
good, but the cold is still.
Yeah, that's what opens up your sinuses. Does it flood in Hampton?
I'm sitting on my knees. There's no chair.
Makes much of the city extremely susceptible to flooding.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
So it wouldn't just be us. But like my sister has lived in her house for the past 20 years and the water has never made it into her house and her house is not raised. So,
Yeah, she's flat on the ground there.
yeah, and if it was really that bad, the flood insurance would not be $500 a year. It'd be more like 2,000 to 3,000.
Yeah.
What do you got in that one?
What?
What do you got in these?
Those are about empty, actually.
That's not what she asked you.
Yeah, it is.
Damn, she
You
said,
said,
"What you
what
got
do
in
you-"
these?" She was pointing
Yeah,
at these.
and you said they're about empty. That doesn't answer the question.
Virginia.
Blue Raz Ice, empty. Frozen Grape, empty. So, I mean, you can
Empty,
hit it, but
empty.
it doesn't even vape right. It's done. They're done.
No. No, it's not.
Yeah, see? They're empty. That's why it tastes like crap. We've had that
Not-
one. That's
not-
one of
not
the first
around
ones
here,
I
Wally.
ever got. It's been there a minute.
Now, there are regulations for what they can charge for certain areas, certain elevations.
Yeah,
That's so weird. It doesn't
But-
taste bad.
the flood insurance, there's different levels of flood.
Yeah,
I mean,
different flood
different
zones.
zones of flood. You have really high risk flood zones, and then it goes down to whatever that is, probably XE,
That's good.
which is a lower flood zone.
X is not in a flood zone.
That is very tasty.
The blueberry custard, yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. I like that one too. She likes the grape one, but it's
Ugh.
Yeah, I do like the grape one the
No,
best.
this blueberry custard one is the bomb. Very blueberry.
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 Well, I mean, I get what you're saying, John Q, because I feel the same way about the people that build their houses on the beach and then go all
Well-
shock Pikachu when they slide into the fucking ocean.
Hampton's the opposite side of the ocean side, DeMillan. We're on the river side of Hampton.
Oh,
So the other side, closer to the ocean, where Buck Row is, that's probably where you would definitely have to worry about the hurricane more.
So what
More
we
so is
have
the
to worry
yard
about in
flooding.
hurricanes is the backspin, because as the winds come around this way and come in from the west southwest,
can they still see you while you do
it's
Yes.
going to push all the water from the river into the little inlets and streams.
That's very nice, Al. You got a lot of straight up mech mods in there. Way more than I have, I guarantee that.
Oh, that's very all
Look
fancy.
at all them Privaris.
See,
Good
he
lord.
he would go to grab one thing on that shelf, and it would just be an epic catastrophe.
Yeah, I'd knock all the rest of them over.
Yeah, everything would fall down.
Hurricanes are pussies.
Yeah. So, like a hurricane, all right? What about hurricanes? They're not going to be a surprise. We'll know they're coming.
You just
And
saw
that's-
that just now?
That's when we're going to take the important shit. No, it's just I didn't get a chance to answer. You know, anything that's electronic, you know, his power tools and stuff, and put them up in the air. Yeah. And the only things that'll remain on the ground are things that are in plastic tubs.
Y'all could always put shelves upstairs in the attic too, and put stuff.
Yeah, there
Well-
is an attic. I forgot about the attic.
There is a shelf up there. I didn't go up into the attic. I could see a shelf up there. I don't know how much room's up there. We're gonna have to wait to be able to see.
You'll have to send me up there. We'll be able to see on.
the basement and the garage has that cabinet with a bunch of shelving
not a
and stuff.
True basement. It's a raised house, so the basement is technically the first floor.
Her
It's-
bitch ass was
it's-
just on the table.
It's a walk-in
Looking for shit.
walk-in basement, walk-in crawl space, whatever you want to call it.
Badass.
But it's, I mean, crawl space. When I think of crawl space, I think of a space that you have to actually crawl in, and
Well,
it's
that's why
usually
it's called a crawl space. Yeah.
it's usually just a dirt floor. This was concrete with some kind of linoleum or something they put over top of it that was completely worn out.
Sure,
But
Mel.
I'd say a good 80% of that crawl space was cemented in, so
Mhm.
it's good.
I would go further and say probably 90%. There was only one section that didn't have
What?
cement on the floor.
You want to scoot over so I can show them my tattoo?
Oh, she's gonna show her tattoo.
You guys shut your eyeballs because I gotta lift my head up. I don't know if I show my titties.
You gotta
Let's
lift
go
your head up.
I mean, my shirt.
Hopefully, wait. Let me go to the other screen where we can see what you're showing them, or like that. There we go.
Okay.
Turn back around. There's her tattoo. Here, I can zoom in on that.
Help me out.
Wait.
What happened to that battery?
What?
That one?
Oh, it's really old.
But
Hold on. I can't type right now. Link. That's not. There it is. Link controller. I'll be able to zoom in just a second here. There it goes. Click and zoom. There you go. Now y'all can see her tattoo. Move. Let's see. Nope, the other way towards me. There you go. Let me zoom in some more. I'm back a little bit. There. Can you see it? Flying
we can see
beaver.
it.
What? It's, if y'all can see, it's like a
give her any ideas.
mech bee on one side and a normal bee on the other side.
yeah, Mecha Bee.
It flies, right? Yeah, there you go, Bill.
So I got that for my birthday. My birthday was Friday the 13th.
Nice, Wally. A butterfly on the back becomes a buzzard in the crack.
That's the next tattoo.
A buzzard in the
What,
crack?
a buzzard on your ass crack?
Yeah, right. This,
I'll pay for that if you get that. little,
I mean,
little flies.
She's
coming
gonna
out
put
of
a buzzard in her crack.
if you pay for it, fuck, the only person who's gonna see it is Patrick.
Ugh.
He's gonna be like, "Is that a buzzard in your butt crack?" Yeah, it is.
It did
No
hurt.
more exposed
It
than
did hurt
any other
big
house.
well.
I mean, you know.
Hurt like a bitch. Mainly the little honeycombs. The honeycombs hurt the worst.
How exposed is that house to the wind? Well, there's a
Already
house.
answered that.
There's a house on either side of us, and there's trees in the back, but not, they're kind of bare right now because it's
Yeah.
not spring yet. And then across the street, there's houses, but we're so elevated. If the wind's up high, it's going to hit the house, but there's one big
we-
tree in the front yard, right
We
there at the
don't
driveway.
usually get direct hits from hurricanes. I mean, the coast is shaped the way it is for a reason. So, and they don't call them the barrier islands for nothing. So we don't get too many direct hits.
I need you to send Munchkin or Scuba a picture of your signature John Q so I can make sure they put that like somewhere hidden in the buzzard's feathers.
John Q can be the buzzard on her ass crack.
Bill, yeah, if you were looking at the maps, make sure you look at the airspace map also, and you'll see why I'm having so much trouble finding a spot to fly, because
Not at all, DeMillan.
the airspace by Norfolk Airport, and then we're going to be living literally 2 miles south of Langley Air Force Base. So if you find Langley Air Force Base, which is not hard, and look directly south, that's where the house is, across the water, but definitely south of Langley. So I will have to call Langley to get permission to fly, unfortunately.
DeMillan, I am very susceptible to the smell of mold and mildew, and there was no dampness in the
Oh, DeMillan, if you don't like jets,
I'm
it would
used
probably
to
be a
that.
bad area for you to live. I don't mind seeing the jets fly over the house. It's actually, we probably will.
Yeah, they sell
hear
bumper
and see the
stickers in this
jets.
area that says "I love jet noise." So I mean, I'm
And they
used to
fly
that.
very low. That's why if I was to fly a paramotor without getting permission, I could get hit by them. Jets fly really low and really fast. You wouldn't even, if you're on a paramotor, you wouldn't even have time to get out of the
Hey,
way before
Can
you
you turn the
became
PlayStation off? You're
a bug.
hypnotizing wit.
I told you. See, so some people
I
can hear.
can't hear it. Yeah.
The you would instantly become a bug on that fighter pilot's windshield if you tried to fly. Basement ventilation seems well done. I just wouldn't store anything down there that can mold or rust. Yeah, I worry about that too, dire thing. I think I could get a dehumidifier and put down there just so that it doesn't get too wet. I mean, it's already happened in our garage from the moisture.
Yeah, but you can smell it in our garage. You can smell the dampness. I've always been able to. I didn't smell any of that in that basement. None. It didn't even feel, you know how a lot of times they feel damp and clammy. I didn't feel any of that. But we do have a dehumidifier in the cart on Amazon. Yeah.
There you go, Creed. I've never looked up one of those, but I believe you. I don't mind doing something like that. And also, in the shed that was in the back there, I thought that was just a leaf catcher laying on the floor, but it looks like a leaf catcher laying on top of a lawnmower, so we may get a free lawnmower too, which would be nice. I won't have to go buy one. I got a crappy electric one, but you can't cut that yard with an electric lawnmower. This yard you can, because it's literally like, 30 feet long? It's small. So
it's going to be nice having a backyard, though. We can put the patio furniture out there and put a little fire pit and when you're sitting on that back deck and looking out in the backyard, you don't see anything. You see the few trees that are in the backyard and then just like sky. There's nothing.
Yeah.
So
it did. Yeah. It was a pretty sunset. You could even tell from that video I showed. You can see the sunset right there. We were there at sunset because
ew.
Right after 5 o'clock, the sun goes down. What's ew?
Timekeeper.
Timekeeper. Oh.
Why you gotta phrase it like that? You can just be like, I feel like there's more ways to say that.
You gotta christen every room.
Make the beast with two backs.
Beast with two backs.
Wow, timekeeper. Wow. Well, nobody can see us. We will be up high.
Yep.
You walk around naked.
A sump pit. You know, Wally, I'm really interested to find out. Like if we could pull up that address and find the flood records or something, to find out. I mean, why else would he raise the house unless it did flood at some point?
Maybe because they saw the other people raising theirs. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
You know what
But
I've noticed
again,
is
it's flat, so it's not. We don't have to worry about. The only storm surge we have to worry about is from a river, and it's not even really a big river. Yeah, I'd have to figure out how to Google it. Because I tried to put in a couple things and didn't really find too much.
Timekeeper, I
yeah.
will say this Nilla Nuts that I made with that other vanilla ice cream is getting better and better and better. And right now, it went really good with the margarita. I don't know why. You could drink some of that margarita, which has that sour taste to it, and then vape this, the Nilla Nuts. It was delicious. It's like a perfect pairing, man. It was awesome. What I've already went through half a bottle, so what I'm trying to do, I think I'm just gonna vape that entire bottle, and then the new one I make, I'm gonna bump up that vanilla ice cream and see how it tastes. I think it'll work.
See, this is what I was thinking about buying as the separator for the kitchen and the living room. Because I think
Here's a
that's
good
huge.
page about flooding in Hampton.
How many bodies
Thank
would
you,
fit in the
Jamila.
crawl space? At least 200 if you stack them right. I'm just saying.
Oh wow, look at all the little dots.
Well,
and
it
things.
just so happens that the person across the street and to the left is my niece's ex-husband's brother. So I could walk over there and go, "Hey," and
We're
we
to
have
the left
relatives
side
in
of
common.
Hampton, right? There's only a couple of dots over there.
What are you looking at?
DeMillan just posted a link to the flood risk in the city of Hampton. Pocosin is like covered.
Well, that's because Pocosin literally means little swamp.
Yeah, Hampton. We're on the left-hand side of Hampton. You can see that the dots are spread out a lot more than the right side, which is the ocean side, which is why it's got a stronger
Technically,
flood zone.
that's not quite the ocean either.
Why isn't it? There's nothing but water there.
Because that's technically still the Chesapeake Bay.
You're still getting ocean waves and breeze from that. There's nothing blocking it.
How do you zoom in?
I don't know. I was trying. Oh, there's a plus button below the map there. Wait, is that doing my camera? My bad. Never mind. That was my camera, not the map. I probably just zoomed in. Everybody was like, whoa, what's that? All right, there we go. Now I can see what's going on. It may be that may show the flood risk zone. I want to know, did it flood there or what's happened there? That's what I want to know. I need to trim my nose hairs. I do, Corey, probably. I wouldn't doubt
so it was Hurricane Irene. 4,264 properties were impacted by Hurricane Irene storm surge in August of 2011.
2011. Wow.
Yeah.
Corey, I'll give you a little hint on that. I haven't shaved in quite a few days. The reason why is because every time I shaved and we went to look at a house, we would lose on that house. So I told myself, I'm not going to shave because it's going to make us have luck. And ever since I didn't shave, every house that we went to, we could have bought, but that one that was out in the sticks was just too much. So, and then the next one was this one.
It was literally missing the ceiling. Yeah. No, a hurricane isn't necessarily.
But I do need to shave though, Corey.
But
to be honest.
But that was the last historical flood was in 2011, according to that.
and that was from a hurricane.
And I'm pretty sure Irene is the one that knocked everyone's power out for like a week and a half.
Yeah.
And that was the one they said we were gonna get glanced at. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go pick up water and batteries and stuff anyway. And my ex-husband was like, that's ridiculous. Why are you wasting the money? And blah blah blah. And then later that night they're like, so the track has changed and it's tracking to the left. And we got hit. What did I miss?
I zoomed in on my eyeballs.
Oh.
I was just testing it. The main thing, I mean, I'm hoping that we find a place to put everything because we have a lot of stuff. I don't know. I did share in the group about us finding the laptop. I don't know if we talked about it on the last show, but the laptop's found. I can sleep better at night now because that was really bugging the crap out of me. But now that it's found, I sleep like a rock. So, well, last night I couldn't sleep because we knew we put an offer on the house. So it's, well,
No,
no,
we didn't put
we
the offer
didn't.
in
We
till
were
this morning.
thinking about putting an offer on the house. So I couldn't sleep last night. My Streamlabs links don't work? Really? Let me get a better link for you. I don't know why that's doing that. Why is the Streamlabs link not working? That's kind of weird. Do I have my phone? This is going to give me a... Oh my God. So many security options. Okay, that's there. Now, how did I get to it last time? I think it's right here. Let me in there. Oh, there we go. Here's the PayPal link. If you want it. Well, that's not a clickable link, is it? Let me see. Is it HTTP? Does that work? There we go. Maybe that'll work. I don't know why the other one doesn't work though, because it's always worked in the past unless they change something. But that one may not show up on the stream. Just saying, if it doesn't, I apologize. The Streamlab one I know does. The PayPal one, I'm gonna have to add another widget to pull up the PayPal one if you send money through PayPal. But the PayPal one also doesn't get money taken out like they do with freaking Streamlabs. I wonder what my Streamlabs, and how did I get more money in my PayPal all of a sudden? I thought that was lower. I don't know. My phone is just blinging. It's going like crazy because there's people posting over in. Mention me in a comment. Oh, that was Lindy. And then people commented on the house again. I really appreciate all. We put that on there so that you guys could give your opinion on the house because I wanted other people to see it and then get their opinion on whether or not we should get that house or not. From what I saw, most people were like, yeah, besides a couple of smart comments are like, oh, if it says flood zone, screw that. I'm not worried about that really. And if we're insured, hey, I'm good to go, right? I'll just replace all my stuff with new stuff. John Q's funny. Um, let me see if I can find the Streamlabs. Holy crap. Okay, somebody donated money. I'm assuming. Can I open that? Good Lord. Oh, you have to twist it? Well then. Jeez. Why can't I see? Let me see if I can see who donated the money, because why doesn't it show? Oh, recent. Ah, I do believe that's Timekeeper. Thank you very much for the donation. I'm sorry that it didn't pop up on the screen. That's awesome. I appreciate it. We will use that towards the house. There you go. Let me see if I can find the Streamlabs one while I'm at it. It's never gave me a problem when I've clicked on it. I haven't logged into it in forever, so there's no telling. Log in with YouTube. There we go. Yes. Click on that. Don't give me this 8-factor authentication crap either. Where do you click to find your link? Download Streamlabs? No. That doesn't tell me anything. Emote Maker account. Settings. Set up a Streamlab ID. Well, donation settings. Why don't it give you the, oh, there it is. Your tip page. This says it's the Streamlabs one. I don't know if that's different than what it shows from the bot. Is that different than what it showed from the bot?
What? I don't know.
Let me see if that link works. Let me click on it. Yeah, that works. It says Coors was the last tipper, $20. Thank you, Coors.
Cools. Thanks, Coors.
That one works. I'm sorry. Talion. It was Talion. I apologize again. Or whoever sent the money. Now Timekeeper saying I backed out and went with PayPal. Well, thank you, Timekeeper. And Talion and whatever. Whoever sent money, I appreciate it. We'll use that to buy that partition, or help buy that partition that goes between the living room and kitchen. The only thing that I pointed out to Munchkin, which I didn't think she noticed at first, was we have no room for a dining room table.
I did notice that.
You did notice it?
Yeah.
I mean, what we could do, though.
Why do you think I was shopping for pub top tables at Amazon?
No, what we could do, we find the height of the countertop, right? And then we add a bar onto that comes out. And that will U-shape the kitchen, and it'll be partitioned. Then we have all that room to put couches and stuff, and we only need one piece of furniture.
That is why I was going to buy that. Do you not listen to me when I speak?
Okay, you're not getting what I'm saying. If it matches the height of the countertop, that's fine, but it's still going to block off part of it. I'm trying to do it to where if you add it on, it'll give you more storage space in the kitchen. You see what I'm saying? Like blank on the back, but cabinets in the front where you have even more stuff to put pans and stuff.
Did you click the fucking link?
I'm on the link right now. I'm looking at it.
Then it's got cabinets. It's got spaces to put stuff. And it's blank on the back.
Okay, I got you. What's all this spanner talk? I don't know what.
They're talking about the difference because UK folks call it a spanner instead of a wrench.
Oh. Do we have any pics? Marcus, there is a video on the Scuba's Hangout Facebook page. I didn't post any on YouTube because, number one, I mean, that was before we even got a contract on the house. I didn't want to post it on YouTube and then somebody come buy it out from up under us. That would have sucked.
Oh, that would suck. Yeah.
That would have sucked hardcore. So now that we do have it under contract, I guess I could put it on YouTube, but it's just a video. But hey, Shopkey, how you doing?
Hello, Peanut.
Oh, in other news, the Mason or whatever you want to call that mod from Steamcrave, it shipped, right? And it said, so it shipped before the Chinese New Year, which is going on right now. It said that it was waiting for it in Illinois. But it said it hasn't guaranteed acceptance by the USPS, right? Then it went from Illinois to Jamaica, New York, which I do believe is a hub in New York. And it still says it's not accepted by the USPS, but yet it moved from one state to another one. And I think once it goes through customs in New York, then it gets shipped down here. I was hoping to have it this week for you guys to actual, review the thing, but maybe by next week, I'm hoping.
Oh, look at this. See, Slappy sent me some links, which reminded me of this. Look at that.
I'm waiting.
Damn it. Never mind. All right, I got
Jamaica is JFK. Thank you, Slappy. See, I don't know the area up there, so I couldn't tell you. So why did it go from Illinois to JFK Airport? Are they gonna fly it down here to Virginia? Doubtful. They'll probably fly it to like Oklahoma and then mail it from there.
All right. So, yeah, look at that.
I'm waiting. There we go. Oh, look at that. $95.
Yeah.
That's cheap. Williamsburg Estate. Oh, you're looking under estate stuff. That looks very nice. Ooh, does that slide open on the side? That little curve? I think it does. Mastercraft Furniture. Well, why haven't you bought it yet? What the hell? Some imperfections. Where? Oh, okay, I see a little bit of a little mark on the back corner. But that's not enough to make you not want it. And the very top has a couple little spots. It's still in really good shape. It's got drawers in it. That's not really made for a kitchen. I mean, I guess you could, but...
No, but it would go back underneath where the circuit breakers are, and we could put stuff in that.
Third-party freight owners in there were guessing in the tracking where they could, when they would hit customs. I got you, dire thing. So, good night, Linda. Yeah, you must get that beauty rest. Trying to find a place to put this stuff is going to be the hardest thing, I think. Even when we get the U-Haul and start moving stuff into the house, it's going to be a hectic nightmare. Okay, let's see what something else is. Let's see here. Let's go throw some dates in. And I'm going the wrong way. So March 1st is on a Wednesday. To be able to move into there and start casting by Friday is going to be like, that's going to be a tough call, guys. We'll have to see. Before we get right to the, well, welcome back, Jade. Before we get to the March 1st date, we'll call Verizon before that to make sure that we can just move the internet from here to there, which would be awesome. If not, then hook that damn thing up so we'll be good to go when we get there. Shop around the Air Force Base.
Yeah. Well, and then you see like on Facebook Marketplace, there's a lot of military families that are just getting rid of all of their shit because they don't want to worry about taking it with them. So yeah.
Jade, you're perfectly fine. Take care of business. Well, timekeeper, you know I don't like missing shows. I only miss them when I'm deathly sick or in an airplane
The
somewhere and can't
Exorcist
do it.
bed isn't going anywhere. That was my father's. He bought that brand new and got to use it long enough to ruin the finish on top of the dresser before he got sick and started sleeping downstairs because he couldn't make it up and down the stairs. So I'm not gonna get rid of that bed unless I have to.
And what was DeMillan talking about that was leaking on her? Was it on the dot mod? I have it upstairs, but
I don't
it
remember.
has still not leaked, DeMillan. That build I did on it that night still not
Millen,
leaked.
what is leaking all over you?
I don't know what if DeMillan has tried it again since that show, but yeah, that one that I built worked perfect. It has not leaked a single drop. So, if that helped, good. I don't want DeMillan to not use it because it's leaking, you know, it's an easy fix. See, this has old Nilla nuts in there, so I can compare this to the new one. What I think is the new one has a sweeter taste to it, which I kind of like. It kind of reminds me of Dorky Stud. It tastes nothing like Dorky Stud, but the sweetness part does, which I like. I like the little bit of sweet hint on the end. Well, thank you, Timekeeper. Oh, Cthulhu update. No more leakage. That is awesome, DeMillan. Hell
Where
yeah!
does this think I am? Okay.
Hell yeah! Make the Cthulhu work for you. I'm glad
Well,
you got that fixed, DeMillan.
sorta.
Hell yeah! See, you had it sitting off into the side like bad Cthulhu, bad Cthulhu. But you got it fixed. That's awesome. It just takes a little of fiddling. Once you see, now that you know how to build it, the next time you'll build it that way and you'll be good to go every time and you won't have to worry about no leakage. So after I found the laptop, I got my face cam, which was also an expensive cam besides the one I got now. So I'm probably going to use this one with the laptop, which if I have to do a show and don't have my home computer hooked up yet, on the 3rd of March, then it'll probably be from my laptop. It'll be a weird show. But that laptop is a better computer than my home computer is. So go figure. That's why I was so heartbroken when we couldn't find the thing. I'm like, damn, that laptop's better than my house computer and it's missing. But we're all good now. The charger, everything was still in the freaking book bag that I put it in that I knew it was in, just couldn't find it. Yeah, Munchkin found it. You are right, Ozman. She did me dirty. She was like,
Good night.
close your eyes. And I'm like, what the hell?
I didn't say it all friendly like that.
You didn't say it. She did not say it friendly.
What?
Close your eyes. Oh, what the fuck? So I closed. Did I say we? All right. Yeah, Munchkin found it. You know, it's weird because I went through that closet so many damn times, but it's also Munchkin's fault.
So did I.
I would have never, ever put that laptop in a freaking laundry basket.
I
Just
didn't
saying.
touch your laptop. I didn't even realize it was in the closet, so don't blame that shit on me. You didn't even know where the fuck you put it. What do you mean?
Well,
you
then
didn't
how
put
did
it
it get in a laundry basket?
My guess is you were tromping around in there and moved it and set it on top of there and didn't.
Does the Flood House have an awesome room for John Q?
You can stay in the basement.
I would
It's
have
nice
to.
and dry
You can
down
stay
there.
in the basement. We could hide all the mods, and then John Q can come over there. You know.
Well, I mean,
Huh?
the spare bedroom where my computer is going to
Did you
be
say
is
night?
technically going to be
Oh, hi.
a
We leak.
spare bedroom. So if somebody wants to come visit,
Are you
they
giving me a
can
hug?
sleep in there.
Good night. She said hi, then good night.
Well, there you go. Which one was that?
That was.
Yeah. John can be our base.
Damn,
patrol.
she drops that laptop like. This is a good thing they put good
Tap it.
screens on those because she drops hers like crazy. Is the screen okay? Yeah. All right. Try not to drop it. Jesus. Hold it tighter or don't carry it around like that. They're going to have to start making laptops with freaking plexiglass tops on them so that when the kids get them, they can't destroy them because these two here can drop it without even thinking about it. They just drop it on the floor.
I don't drop my computer. I drop my tablet.
See,
You dropped your
Slappy's-
tablet a lot. You dropped it the last time you were carrying it around. You
Slappy's
dropped
trying
it.
to show me the furniture, and I'm like enthralled with these people's trinkets at this estate sale.
Earmuffs for all your new neighbors. You know, I worried about that, Ozman. I was like, can I even go start my paramotor in the backyard without pissing off the neighbors? I don't know.
Don't know, don't care. It's not an HOA. Who's gonna say shit to us?
Yeah.
As long as it's between the hours of 10 a.m. and
Is
10
there a
p.m.,
nice
you're good
place
to
for a
go.
Christmas tree? DeMillan, you are thinking way ahead, but
DeMillan, yes, there is. Right in
There's-
front of the front window. Now,
Yeah.
you're only gonna be able to see like the top half of it, but yeah.
The window's
But
not.
there's outlets. There's an outlet outside on the front of the house that's about 5 feet up in the air. So we could wrap lights and garland all the way down the stairs around the walk and then plug them in.
There's an outlet on the stairs too.
Yeah,
so.
and there's one under the stairs too. So yeah.
I have LED
And
lights.
she's not thinking ahead. She's thinking the same thoughts I'm thinking. Because she's female. We think about shit like that.
Well, I mean, regardless of the fact is, you just cut the grass before starting the paramotor, and then you say you're blowing the leaves off the grass. You know, dire thing, it's funny that you say that because when I do have that on the back of the truck, and I go like I went to Harbor Freight one day, and people walk up and go, "What the hell is that? Is that a leaf blower?" And I'm just like, "Yeah,
Sure.
I blow leaves with this." Because if you try to explain, every time I try to say I fly with that, they don't believe me. There's no way you fly in the air with that. I'm like, okay, well, there you go. You can't convince people. Yeah, exactly. See, Bill knows what I'm talking about. People, if you try to tell people, hey, I go fly with this thing, and they're like, no, I don't believe it. Well, some people do. But others are like, there's no damn way, man. And then I have some people that are like, that is fucking cool. And I'm like, I know, right? So,
And then you get the ones that look at you like, that's a crazy white boy.
yeah, I got a digital torque meter. I keep a lot of the stuff that some people probably don't carry with them, I have with me just in case. I don't know why I would need to torque bolts in the middle of a field somewhere, but there's a possibility. So I have a digital torque wrench in my bag that I carry with me on the truck. So that way, if I need to torque something back down, boom. Here's your sign, right? Yeah, the prop bolts, exactly, Bill. The prop bolts can get loose. I need to buy some of that thread marker paint so I can mark the threads. Now, technically, before I do my first adjustments, I'm supposed to fly it for 10 hours.
Damn it, Slappy. Why
I
you do
barely
this?
got 3 hours on it. So I have to fly some more before I can do my first like maintenance to it. So it's still like brand new. And the last time I went to try to fly it, I flooded it out. That's when I forgot to put the brakes in my hand because That's the other thing, guys. If you fly a paramotor and then you go 6, 7 months without flying, when you go, you might forget something. And it's important to always keep practicing. Otherwise you forget stuff. And you don't want to, that's the life in your hands. You know, you don't want to forget stuff when you go to fly. Now, it is like brand new, Bill. And it's a
that is
freaking,
so cool.
it's
So
a
I'm
freaking
looking-
factory R brand new. So I want to keep it that way for right now.
So Slappy sent me a link to a place where you can find estate sales, right?
Nice.
And I'm
Thanks,
flipping
Slappy.
through here, and there are 2 pictures. One is the Deep Creek Lock, and the other one is from the Norfolk and Ocean View
John Q.
Railway from 1879. They're $12 a piece.
Damn.
Oh wait, there's the Portsmouth Ferry Terminal from 1920. That would be so cool. Like if we had our office in Norfolk, to go buy them and hang them. That's what I'm looking for to hang in the Williamsburg office, is stuff like that instead of that ugly ass fucking painting that's leaning behind the front, the couch in the front office.
You know what I thought about on the on the trike situation. Remember we were all talking about trikes on Sean's show Monday. And we were looking at the Kangook trikes, right? Which I'm a big fan of. I like that the fact the thing's only like $1,200 for that trike. This is what deters me about it. Besides the fact that we can't spend money right now because we're buying a house, but that it has a wider wheelbase, which is a plus. The problem I have is I'm already pretty much at weight for my wing. That trike is 30 pounds. The trike that's actually made for my wing is only 20 pounds. That's 10-pound difference. That's a pretty good little jump. And I know that their wheels on the Kangook has got fiberglass axles so that it can bounce when you hit the ground, which is great. The Foxy trike has cables that run from your cage down to the edge of the axles that keep the cage from flexing left or right when you hit the ground. So both of those methods work. But I even watched was it Flight Test? That guy, I thought they stopped flying paramotors, but he just did a video where he flew a Foxy trike, like low flying for like an hour or so, which was awesome. I do need a good, you know what, Creed, you nailed it. I do need to go back on a damn diet. I do. What is the numbers about? 5, 6, 7. What is that about? Trike score 3. Oh, because I said trike. Get the one made for your paramotor. Yeah, Bill, I think you're right. It's not cheap, but I think they got free shipping anyway. And maybe if I call them, they'll give me a deal on it. They'll send me an invoice and I can pay a little less. That'd be a nice. Because I bought my motor and my wing from them. You'd think that I might be able to get a discount on the trike. Just a little bit. 10%. Give me 10%. And I'll buy the trike. And I'll be good to go. Yeah, Bill, and that's the other big thing. That trike breaks down to the smallest little deal that'll fit right in the truck. So the good thing about having the trike is I can either fly the trike, or if I'm feeling spunky, I can take it off the trike and foot launch. I'm not bound to the trike. That's what I like so much about it. It's literally like a couple screws and I'm done. It's mounted and I could fly a trike, or I could take that off the trike and foot launch, which is, I mean, foot launch obviously is the ultimate way to do it, I think, but trikes are pretty cool. How long is a trike on the ground before takeoff? DeMillan, there's a lot of factors involved with that.
Not long if you're doing it right.
Yeah, if you have a good wind coming towards you, say you have a 6-7 mile an hour wind, when you go to take off with that trike, you literally might roll 20 feet and you'll be in the air. If there's zero wind, it's going to take a little longer. I would say 150, 200 feet at least before you can get in the air. It just depends, really. The good thing about trikes, though, is you're not forced to take off in any certain direction. It's better to take off into the wind, but if there's no wind, then you just take off whichever way you want. The cool thing I think about trikes is the feeling of taking off like an airplane, because you're literally, the front wheel lifts up, the back wheels lift up, and you're in the air. And the same way when you land, the back wheels come down, front wheel comes down. It's just like an airplane, which is awesome. I like that. The other good thing about trikes is you have multiple mount points to put cameras to film your adventures, if you want, by having a trike. It's a little bit harder when you're just foot launching. You got to find some strap somewhere to hook it to so that you can record your flight. Yeah, the hot, humid, no wind days. Exactly, Bill. I'm with you there, man. Those humid days are something serious. They I know when we were kiting down there with Kyle, we got some really strong wind. Kyle had to go in and work the pharmacy. And I don't know if I ever posted that video. I think I did, of just me and damn, I can't think of his name. Kevin? Yeah. Me and Kevin were just kiting our wings, but we had a steady 8 to 10 mile an hour wind with gust, I'd say 15 to 20. And Kevin only weighs like a $105. So the wind was actually picking him up in the air. And I'm sitting there going, whoa. It was funny because the wind hit me before it hit him. So I would say, here comes another one. And it would hit him. You could see him slide across. His feet were sliding across the field, or he'd go up in the air. It was hilarious. But we controlled the wing, which is the main focus of kiting anyway, is just being able to control the wing. I just had the thing over my head for a long time.
So I found an estate sale in Williamsburg tomorrow. There are
Marcus, no, we are going by ourselves, just me and Munchkin.
300 pictures. She's selling everything she owns to move abroad.
Wow.
And this chick collected shit.
30 feet. Damn, Deweese, that's pretty quick. That's pretty damn quick. Yeah, Marcus, it'll be nice. It'll be nice and quiet. Yeah, see, 33 pounds. Bill, and that's nothing against Kangook whatsoever. Their trike is 30 pounds. It's just the Foxy trike is 20 pounds.
Right.
I'm already overweight. I weigh like 254 right now. You add my weight plus the weight of the paramotor, and I have a 27-meter wing, which is only supposed to hold about 230 pounds. I'm already, just my weight without the paramotor is over that limit. Now, I don't know if that's load weight or not. It doesn't say so on the damn website, which I think they need to do. But if that's fully loaded, I'm overloaded on that wing. That simple. So I need to either lose weight or find other ways to get less weight on there, which is why I want to get the lightest trike I can if possible. I'm going to love packing. Marcus, you have no idea. Dude, I dread packing. I've already packed some mods in one box. The box is so damn, buy a bigger wing. Exactly, Bill. I need to do, if I buy another wing, honestly, when I was with Kyle down in Louisiana, I love that Mac Charger, dude. It was like perfect. The thing turned on a dime. As soon as I went to put input, it would turn. My Class A wing, I have to pull way like 12 inches before it even starts to turn. The Mac Charger, you just barely pull it and you start to turn. That's perfect, man. That's what I want. That way when I flare, I know I don't have to go all the way down here to start flaring. I can just go here and I'm already starting to flare and I can even it out. It was a 28, Bill. Mac Charger 2, 28 meter. And I was on an Atom 80 also. So the paramotor was a lot lighter. So even when I tried to get some altitude, I really couldn't on that Atom 80. It was keeping me up, and it took me a little bit longer to get off the ground. But the Atom 80, believe it or not, will even get my big butt in the air. Now I weighed little. I was probably 230-ish when we went down there to Louisiana, I think, because I lost weight so that I could fly. I didn't want to go down there a heavy ass and go, we're going to need the big boys to get me in the air. And it worked out great that way. The other good thing about being on a keto diet is you're rarely ever hungry, and I wasn't thirsty either. So when I went flying, it wasn't bad. Now that we're not on the diet, as soon as I went flying that last time at Soar the Shore, I was thirsty right off the bat and didn't have any water or anything with me, so I had to land before I could get something to drink. How far away is the house from here? It's about 20 minutes from here.
Yeah.
Let me grab a drink real quick, guys.
Damn it, Slappy. Now you got me fucking looking at these estate sales. This chick is literally selling everything she owns. And I really want to go tomorrow. But I can't. Yeah. There's some cool shit. What the hell are you crashing in here, breaking shit?
That was a water bottle.
Like a damn bowl in a china shop. Yeah, I doubt very seriously that he's going to be doing a whole lot of packing.
I'll do some.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Somewhat. Packing.
Yeah, we got to move this March, not next March. So, yeah, I'll probably be doing a lot of the packing. But I need to get boxes, so I need to call the grocery store and I don't know, like places like Five Below. Last time we went out to eat, the liquor store had broken down all their boxes and had them bundled and just piled up outside the front of the store for people to take. Yes, we did. Scorp.
Yes, Scorp, we got it.
Which I messaged him and said, we've got a ratified contract. I think I'm going to go throw up now because it happened way quicker.
Take March
take
off.
March off. I need money to pay mortgage payment.
Yeah.
But if we do close on a Wednesday, I'm gonna take the rest of the week off.
Okay, I will admit, I'm definitely not the most organized person in the world.
That's the
I
understatement.
never have been. Women are really good at that stuff.
Yeah. Huh.
I've noticed that women are really good at organizing stuff. Some dudes are. I'm not one of them dudes. I'm just not. But if something,
y'all watch Fraggle Rock, right? Y'all know who the trash heap is.
If something is clean, I'm good at keeping it clean. I'll put it that way. Some women aren't. Well, I can agree with that too, Corey. I mean, not everyone's the best in the bunch. Munchkin's really good about organizing stuff. Even at her job, she's got all her pens in one spot. Like it may be an entire drawer full of pens, but she's got them all in one spot.
Well, the pens are organized.
They are organized.
No, I can't. My desk always has to be clean and organized before I leave. I can't.
You're one of those dudes.
Chaos.
Yeah. See, Creed, I wish I had that trait.
No, he's like Pigpen from fucking Peanuts, except it's not dust that follows him around. It's food crumbs and stuff.
I'm
stuff.
better at finding my stuff in complete chaos than I am when it's organized.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it. Y'all just have no idea what behind his desk looks like. It's literally mounds of things, and he can go right to that mound and dig.
Yes, I know where my vacuum is.
And grab
it's right
something.
Here. It's right here. Do I need to pump
yeah,
up?
I don't.
Do I need to pump up a tire? It's stuck. It's stuck.
Don't say that while holding a vacuum. That's not good. Yeah, I don't like chaos. I don't like disorganization. Everything
up a
should
tire?
have a place. It drives me crazy. Yeah, well, Tiger, if you put shit
Let me
back
use my
where it was
chase cam.
supposed to go in the same spot every fucking time, then you would find it.
You found it a day late. Oh, damn! You lost a GoPro 10. That's an expensive camera. Yeah, my GoPro 10 is right here. Look, because organized chaos, man. I can find. I bet you it's inside here because I know where I put stuff. Look at there, GoPro 10. Told you, with the media mod on there. So I got my GoPro 10. I know where that is. My now my 360 camera's upstairs with her. I know where it's at too. I used the thanks, Bill. Yeah, the chase cam. I haven't used it yet, but I want to. I'm hoping by the next time I go flying, I'll be able to use that chase cam. Damn, I got cameras hooked up. I didn't even know I had hooked up in here. It's kind of spooky, actually. That's one thing I do want to do at the new house is set up the cameras permanently instead of half-assed like they are here, to where I can see the backyard really good. I can see the basement really good, the front yard really good. That's the only things I'm worried about. And then maybe one in the house for when we're not there. I could get an alarm system, but I don't think we're in a bad area, honestly. But you saw me lurking on the live stream. I do have which live cam are you talking about, Wick? Because I have them all. This is the GoPro. This is the Wisecam OG right here. They haven't sent my telephoto cam yet. The pan cam is right here. I'm pointing at it. The new pan cam that can turn. I have 2 of those. So, yeah, those cameras work really good. I mean, I could show y'all, but it'd take me forever to click on all the stuff to show you. But those cameras are cheap. Dirt cheap. See, this is the OG cam with a spotlight. And then I got the telephoto cam, which zooms in 3 times. So you can see stuff really close that's far away. You need that to like be able to see who it was that did whatever they did, you know? I use cameras a lot just to check for the mailman, honestly. It has package detection, pet detection, people detection, and auto detection. So it can do all 4 of them things. And it'll come up on your phone. Hey, there's a package on your front porch. Boom. I do have too much stuff, Dolores. I have a lot. A lot of
Slappy's
stuff.
created a monster. I'm just going to be going and stopping by all these estate sales and buying shit I don't need.
Well, time to check tracking on the Mason. Yeah, I just spoke about that earlier, DeMillan, but I can tell you again.
No.
I will check it right now, and it says
It's not even 10 o'clock.
the first tracking says arrived shipping partner facility USPS awaiting item. That's Woodridge, Illinois. That was on January 17th. And today, on January 20th, it departed the shipping partner facility. Now it's in Jamaica, New York, as of 6:43 a.m. this morning. And it says it's with their shipping partner, Fast Track Express.
My galleys are in that.
So it's in New
cabinet in
York
front of
right
me.
now, Jamaica, New York, which is, according to Slappy, that's JFK Airport.
Mhm.
I've seen the drone cam for inside the house, Dom Long. I don't want a drone flying around the house like, hey, what's going on in here? And they cost too much. These cameras are dirt cheap. I think the pan cam is like $20 maybe. And it's HD 1080p with color night vision, and it'll follow you around. Like when it sees somebody, it'll follow you around. Hi.
She's going night night.
Exactly, Dolores. I agree with that statement too.
What? That you're a mess? You're a hoarder?
That is not what she said. It is getting inspected Sunday, Marcus.
Mhm.
I really don't think there's going to be any problem whatsoever with inspection. Trust me, we've seen some messed up houses,
Yeah.
some
I don't
jacked
think
up
there's gonna
houses
be
that
any
would
problems
never
with this one.
pass. Camlink is, yeah, the one that I got that's behind me is the Wisecam V3 Pan Cam. They just came out with that one. So if you don't need one that moves, you don't have to get the Pan Cam. I mean, if y'all are not familiar with Wise, I can give you a brief synopsis of it. There's a bunch of versions of their cameras. One of them is an outdoor camera that will work off of a solar panel. So you never have to charge it, and it's completely wireless. It's got one cord that runs from the solar panel to the camera. I have one of those, which is laying down here somewhere. Okay, I used to be organized. They have the regular Wisecam 1, Wisecam 2, Wisecam Pan Cam 2, which is a big square, which is like this. The second version was like this. It's a big square, and this camera goes up and down, and the whole thing will turn left, right. But the new one is a lot better. It's like a two-piece type deal. So when you're not using the camera on the new one, it points down. It's like privacy mode, so that it turns off the audio, so there's nobody that can spy on you. Do I have a link for it? I can get you a link right now, Jade. The cameras are dirt cheap. And if you decide, you don't have to get Cam Plus. It's like $1 something a month if you wanted that. But let me get you the new PanCam link. They sell them on Amazon actually, but I'll get you the link straight to it. But they didn't. Amazon costs more, I'm pretty sure. But there's the link to Wise. I can show y'all the video quality of that thing. Let me see if I can get this to pull up, and I'll show you.
Ouch. That was my knee bones.
I mean, I could show it on my phone, honestly, but because you can view it from the web. If you have Cam Plus, you can view it from the web. If you don't have Cam Plus, you can't view it from the web. Let's see. Office Cam, OG Cam, Pan Cam V3. There it is.
Oh, that might be a good idea. So one of these auctions is restaurant equipment. They've got stainless steel prep tables. You could put them down in the basement.
So right
Not
now,
worry about them getting wet.
right now it's showing me in blue because I'm blue right now because of all the lights that are over there. Let me just show you on my phone because it'll be way easier. So when I bring this up, it gives me a list of all my cameras right here. Boom. You can do this from anywhere in the world, by the way. So if I go to the one that's showing the office right now, it's right there, and it's going to show me in blue. That's behind me over here. See how quick that is? That's quick, and it's very clear. The only reason it's showing blue is there's literally a blue light right beside it. That's why. But if I want to turn that camera, I'm going to look up so I can show y'all. See how it went up? Let me see if I can touch this while I'm not looking here. There, I'm moving the camera right now. And if I want to go left or right, oops, I just moved it some. And then back the other way. And you flip it this way, you get full screen. And I can talk, you can hear. Like, let me turn on the sound. I just turned off the sound. I got my... Check, check, check. You hear that? It's going to echo, obviously. That was loud. Okay. But yeah, that's that's kind of what you can expect from it. It's see you, Dolores. Hello, Doug Spit. How you doing? We've been talking all about paramotor all this time, and you just now showing up, man. We bought a house over in Hampton, which the only thing I got to worry about is Langley Air Force Base. So I'm gonna have to get clearance from them to fly over there. But yeah, the cameras are great, Bill. I mean, I cannot recommend Wise cameras enough to you guys. They don't sell just cameras. They sell scales, door locks, garage door openers, water sensors, you name it. They probably sell it if it's electronic and it goes to the house. It's a really good site to buy stuff from. But these cameras are really good. If you're not at home and you need to see what's going on at home, or you need to talk to somebody at home, you literally can key up the mic on there and say, hey, blah, 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 and they can hear you. And
do you want any mall benches?
Mall benches.
One of the malls is closing, so they're having an auction. So they're selling their benches. The current bid for one of them is $35.
There you go. See, Deweese has two of them. Yeah, Deweese, you don't even want to know how many Wise cams I've got. I've got so many, I don't even know where some of them are. That's the sad part.
Gee, nobody wants Military Circle Mall signs. Come on, they're only $1. Hook the mall owner up. There's some weird shit that they're getting rid of.
Just want to fly was working late? Yeah. I'm hoping that, thanks, Cloud Chucker. I think that we're supposed to get some warm weather here again pretty soon. It's kind of chilly today. I mean, it's in the 50s. That's fine, really.
Yesterday. It's called estatesales.net. So you put in your location and it gives you a list of all the estate sales. Some of them are online auctions and some of them are you go there and pick through people's shit, and yeah.
That's cool.
Good night, Cloud Chucker. Yeah.
You know, you ever got mad at somebody because they bought like a $600 pair of leather pants? That's the way I feel wings are. Our wings for paramotor are like $4,000. Well, between $3,500 and $4,000 for a piece of fabric. It's like an overpriced brand name piece of clothing. Now, granted, it does make us fly in the air, which gives it some value, but damn, $4,000 for a wing. DeMillan, all right. As far as how much furniture do we need? The thing is, oh yeah, well, I got a brand new one, Bill, and I need to buy another one. So,
no, you don't. As
far as buying furniture, what we want to do is we don't want to put anything really old in the house. I want to keep it looking nice and neat. So, in order to do that, we're going to need new furniture to go in there. Obviously, we're going to bring some of the stuff that we already own, but we will be able to pick and choose what we're going to keep, what goes where. It's going to be like, when we first get in there, it's going to be like, well, where do we move this? I don't know. Where are we going? I don't know. So it's going to be a lot of that, I'm sure. Because we don't even know. But that fabric holds your life. You are very right about that, Dom Long. I'm not saying that it shouldn't have some kind of price to it. I just think $4,000, you could buy a car for that, man. It's just like, it's worth the high cost. They are expensive though, man. It's not like I would be happy if wings were like $1,500 to $2,000. That's what I think they should cost, honestly. It takes a team of 6 or more to stitch. It's like buying a company to work for you for a whole week. Well, there you go. And I agree with that too, Duck Spit. I know it's not something simple. I mean, they're doing precision stitches on those wings. It's not like they just print it off and it's done. Otherwise, they would be really cheap, but it's not. And that's also why you just don't go buy any bullcrap wing that's out there.
I've already clicked off it. It's just a metal bench, Scorp.
I want to see the mall bench. The e-cig from Gravity. Gravity makes wings, Bill? I did not know that. I know Gravity makes a paramotor. I did not know they had a wing. That's pretty cool. The e-cig. I'll check it out. Because, I mean, I have a Class A wing, which I will still use that. But I want to get, like I said, I really like the Mac Charger. I haven't had a chance to fly anything else, so I don't know any better. But I really did like that Mac Charger wing. It was perfect. The brake toggles were in the right spot. Turning was perfect. I really liked it. So what the heck, John Q? He's just got the most random comments.
I'm sure
So,
if you look hard
I
enough,
think-
you'll find one.
I think in the meantime, what we have to do here is pack up a lot of stuff. I didn't want to start until we got a contract. Now we have a contract. So this weekend, since Munchkin's so up for it, we can start putting stuff in boxes or something.
Well, we don't have very many boxes, so if you stop running your mouth for 5 seconds, I had mentioned that I need
I'm
to
offended.
contact like the grocery store or Five Below or even the ABC store to find out when they get rid of their boxes so we can go pick some of them up.
If it's Black Hawk, I do not want it. Just saying. Check out this Design Your House in VR. Really? Well, we can't really design our house, but that's pretty cool, DeMillan. I like that. House design, 3D VR. If you
Yeah,
were
they-
making your own house, yeah, that would be cool.
They've got apps that you can put in the dimensions and stuff, and you can actually use, I can't even remember what it's called, but you can buy real furniture from stores that is scaled to size so you can decorate it and make sure everything will fit.
All right. Well, I'm ready to come up there and hit the sack because today has been an exciting day where we learned that we are now getting
You
a
never
house.
sent out our engagement letters.
What do you mean our engagement letters? I can't send them out. We have no fees. What am
Yes, you can. I told you just to send them. We're not bound by what's in that letter. I'm the one that sets the fees. Just send the fucking letter.
Okay, fine. I'm going to be sending a letter to myself.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, we gotta click.
I'll
the
have to do
box
it
that the
Monday.
letter's
It's
been
not like
sent.
we need we already know the answers to the questions.
No, I'm gonna wait until the last minute and go. So, how much does the survey cost? So I can tell myself it's too late. You'll never get it in time. You don't need one.
Well, thank you, Bill. And Cores, thank you so much, man. You donate all the damn time. I really appreciate it, dude. It's awesome.
Well,
right,
we don't have a
guys.
Kmart around here, but Target, I will check with them.
We're
too.
happy too, Timekeeper. It's going to be nice to have a house of our own. I mean, you have no idea. It's going to
That's
be
not
nice.
in an HOA.
Not in a HOA, not in a condo, none of those weird society things. It's going to be nice and quiet. And when I cast, it's just going to be my loud ass mouth over the airwaves. That's what it's going to be. Y'all have a great weekend. We'll be back same bat time, same bat channel next week. And until
Adios.
then, peace out.